Good afternoon, and welcome to the April 21st edition of Success by Association Live. This issue is sponsored by Pinehurst Resort. We thank them for their steadfast support to AENC. Today's article is written by Mike Collins and is reprinted with permission. The article is titled, What Have We Learned in the Last Year? Early this year, the Roxborough Chamber of Commerce asked me to keynote their virtual annual banquet. They asked me to address the issue, what have we learned in the last year? I had my own ideas, and there were a range of interesting articles online. However, I decided to consult the most intelligent, articulate, and mature information source in today's society, Facebook. I posted the question, what have you learned in the last year? I was not disappointed. Within 24 hours, I had 97 responses. The offerings ranged from silly to sublime, from crucial to crazy. For every, no matter how old you are, a moment of love is a good thing, there were cold beer is better, free cold beer is best, and golf is a fun but silly game. The truth that no matter how old you are, there are still things that scare you to death. Love is different than marriage, and if you are running late, your guests are early. We're balanced by always be careful with propane, air conditioning is a blessing, and tequila is Satan's gateway to hell, or not. Yes, there were quite a few comments about how we've escaped the stress and change of the last year. 10 of the thoughts, though, offered wisdom we should take away from these challenging times. 1. You can never have too much ranch dressing, ketchup, paper towels, and toilet paper. We've all been caught up short on crucial supplies. In your work and personal life, what is the stuff you need? Are you doing a good job of planning ahead to make sure you have what you need without hoarding? 2. At least once in your life, work with a wardrobe consultant, a golf coach, an exercise and nutrition expert, and a shrink. There is a dramatic difference between knowing a lot about a subject and knowing enough to jump to the next level. A wise investment in knowledge or expertise is almost always worth the price. 3. You are never as grand or as gross as you think you are, or as you think other people think you are. Cut yourself some slack. 4. Sing, even if you can't carry a tune. Just because you might not be capable of a perfect effort now is no reason not to try. You can improve. 5. Most people want lives with the least hassle possible. This phrase should be on a plaque on the wall of every manager. It isn't that people don't care about doing a poor job. It's simply that they often believe doing an outstanding job will come without recognition. So why try? 6. Spoiling yourself is not selfish. See number 3, as in slack, cutting. Always putting yourself last is rarely about sacrifice. Too often it's about turning yourself into a victim. Make sure you have what you need and some of what you desire. You can use rewards as magnets to encourage yourself to extraordinary performance. 7. Keep fiction at your bedside table. A boatload of research shows a good night's sleep creates a crucial foundation for the just mentioned extraordinary performance. Read something that takes your mind away from daily strife before you rest your head. 8. Your lost keys are always somewhere obvious. So often, the tools and talent we need to succeed are right in front of us. Visualization works in so many ways. When I desire or misplace things, I see an image of them in my mind before I go looking. This strategy seems to cut in half the amount of time it takes to find them. Do you have an image of what you want or need? 9. I have too many shirts. We all have too much stuff. Believe it or not, the majority of us wear 20% of our wardrobe 80% of the time. This is a great time to start cleaning out those places you store stuff, and not just clothes. There are people having a tough time who could use what you don't need. 10. Not everyone wants a gift certificate to Barnes & Noble. Not all that passes for wisdom is wise. Everyone who knows me understands that I'll take a Barnes & Noble certificate over almost anything else. The lesson is to make the effort to know what is important to the people in your work and personal life. So, what have you learned in the last year? That concludes this article.